How many of you watch Star Trek? Are you ready to boldly go where no dental office has ever gone before? How many of you remember exactly where you were on December 31st, 1999 at 11:59 p.m.? Raise your hands. Well, I wanted to be in downtown Denver, counting it down with the crowd. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hearing the roar of the crowd as we brought in the new millennium. Instead, I was on my front porch step, watching the fireworks go off in the neighborhood and toasting to apple juice. Why? Did you or your parents store water cases as a result of the fear that was associated with Y2K? Artificial intelligence is exploding in every aspect of our lives. So I'm going to ask you again, are you ready? Do you have a strategic plan on how you will introduce artificial intelligence into your offices so that you will have the competitive edge in this next decade? I'm going to focus a little bit on wearable technology, but first, what is disruptive innovation? It is innovation that creates new markets with value networks. Innovation disrupts the entire model of how we deliver business. But what happens when industry completely ignores disruption? Think about Kodak. They were the first company that was introduced to digital technology. They were the leaders in the film industry, and they failed to embrace technology. How many of you remember the pain that was associated with a dark room? How many of you still have dark rooms? Game changers. X-ray sensors. No more chemicals. No more dark rooms. Less radiation. Better workflow. That is disruptive technology. Artificial intelligence is the next disruptor of the 21st century. Innovation tends to be led by small businesses, the entrepreneurs. We are the entrepreneurs in business. Artificial intelligence impacts dentistry every day. Is your staff ready for those changes? It will impact how you brand yourself, how you market, how you communicate, how you schedule. It will impact the speed and accuracy at which we provide dentistry. Ultimately, it is going to bridge the gap between medicine and dentistry with health chains and smart contracts. Are you ready? Let's focus a little bit on wearable technology. In reading many articles in PubMed, I found that wearable technology involves wristbands, smartwatches, mobile sensors, mobile medical devices. All of those are collecting large amounts of health information. Heartbeat, how we exercise, how we sleep, our moods, even how we brush our teeth. Look to your left, look to your right. Do you see anybody in the room with smart technology? I'm wearing it, but who owns the health data that is being collected in these environments? 1 in 6 consumers is using wearable technology. Will this be the next teledentistry tool for our patients? Think about Oral-B and Sonicare. They actually have apps that are associated with the use of those tools. GPS for home care. Are you using this tool for customer relations management, text messaging, confirmation, follow-up, scheduling? My daughter recently had her wisdom teeth removed, and the only communication after the initial consultation was right here on my smartwatch. In following up, I asked the office staff what they loved about that technology, and they all said that it improved workflow. They had less incoming or outgoing phone calls, so they could focus on the incoming phone call. Are you using this technology? How many of you are using this technology to pay and go? Is your office set up for that? Will this tool house your personal electronic health record in the future? Dr. Jeffrey Cole, the immediate past president of the ADA, recently stated, "Disruption is a good thing. It forces new ways of doing business. It allows us to be awakened to new opportunities, and it pushes us to take risks and drives innovation." Are you ready? JP Morgan used to say, "Go as far as you can go and see farther." So let's take a look at the data that was published in PubMed. It says that 60% of us are using wearable technology to take a look at our weight and our diet. I think I'm going to try and use that this year. But what if we actually took that data and provided nutritional counseling for our patients that have high risk of disease and are battling chronic disease? How would that impact their worlds? Let's take a look at the future.
The dentist could be like in the year 2020. In the dental practice of tomorrow, the reception lounge will be more than a waiting room. Most practices will be group clinics with general dentists and a variety of specialists, all under the same roof. There will be secure biometric terminals on which patients will be able to view their treatment plans. Patients will also be able to view their full dental and medical records through access to centralized and integrated databases. Dental professionals will have to invest in new technologies, with the consequence that young dental graduates, most of whom will be female, will choose to join group practices instead of opening individual offices. Most group practices will have integrated dental laboratories. We will see amazing progress in diagnosis and treatment planning. Digital scans will be performed during regular checkups and stored centrally. They will provide a complete three-dimensional view of the mouth, including the bone and soft tissues.
One last thing. All of you iPhone users, take out your phones for me. Take out your phones. I want you to repeat after me. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Remind me to text Lani McBeth at 720-480-1914 about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is here to stay. Andrew Carnegie used to say, "The first man eats the oyster. The second one always gets the shell." Are you ready? It would be my privilege to help your audiences go boldly into the future. Thank you.